Greetings, I'm Caffeine Rage, and I'm back with more of Divinity Original Sin, and joining me, so excited to play this game that I spent an hour on Train Fever, is...
Gaming Psychologist.
You knew I had to throw you under the bus for that, right?
Yeah, yeah. What can I say? I love me some trains. I genuinely intended to only spend like 30 or 40 minutes in it and then get ready. And then I realized what time it was. And I was like, oh, I should probably get ready.
Well, to be fair, I was expecting you to spend a lot longer, so I was getting the coffee going.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Can you blame me?
Not too much.
Okay, so plans for today. We are still going to be likely in the city or town or whatever you really want to call this.
I'm in my crafting menu.
Yeah, I saw the apple juice pop up.
Yep.
So I think our focus is going to get your fourth character, and then probably get at least one quest done that I know of in this area.
Okay, sounds good. And yeah, I don't remember if I said this on recording or not, but the mage is in here, and I was gonna look him up, but I didn't do that.
Yeah, but I think this is going to be more fun if you stay out of your single player game for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And it'll also keep you from burning out on this game because I know you.
Well, I didn't play it at all this week. I intended to, but it was a crazy week.
Yeah. Yeah, you had a shitty week.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, which was evident on how the podcast went.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, a cat.
I'll probably be playing No Man's Sky this week. I started playing it already.
Oh, the cat has a lot to talk about.
Oh, let me listen in. Here we go.
But where are my manners? I am Maxine, and you must be one of those hunters one hears so much about. Charmed, I'm sure.
Very charming.
I'm the mayor's cat, don't you know? Born and raised on velvets and
Oh,
vines
that
of
purr.
most exquisite varieties. Maxine rhymes with queen, after all, and dearest. That's hardly a coincidence.
Maxine absolutely does not.
Be my guest.
Oh.
Heavens forbid. No, fear is rather too strong a term there, hunter dearest. The predator's instinct is a trait
I like this cat.
you and I.
Yeah.
And though
Can we
those
bring her along?
rancid ramblers may not be quite as easy to put to the claw as mice are, I assure you, they are just as easily outwitted. Oh, this quaint little town is a tad too parochial for one of my more what one has to make do, hasn't one? The fresh sea air does go to great lengths to invigorate one's spirit, that much I'll admit. And it is rather jolly to watch the ships sail in laden with all kinds of exotic wares, full of the little treats the mayor likes to spoil me with. Darling man, he dotes on me so.
And that's why I like having Pet Pal.
Yeah.
Well, I think the mage may be upstairs. Oh, no, that's forbidden, so we'll go upstairs.
Demonology for dumbbells.
Is that him? Jahan?
What is this?
Are you listening? Okay.
Yeah.
By Naga the Protector, they have the manners of boor. Oh, but
Yeah, I think this is him.
spoke too soon.
Don't skip dialogue, though.
For you hardly resemble the local fisher folk, which, incidentally, is a compliment of copious.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is him.
No, a source hunter. That is what you are.
Yeah.
Yes, a stalker of sorcery, a chaser of charms pernicious. In truth, I cannot go so far as to say it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, for I take no pleasure in the company of man. But it
Well,
may just
all right
be
then,
one
jerk.
mutual advantage to
Actually,
both
good thing that I'm a
forces.
woman.
Do you spell woman with a Y?
Why, simply because you hunt source, and I, Jahan, hunt demons. You are aware, of course, that quite often both of these pests frequent
Is that an orc over there?
shadowy pools of infamy.
I guess we'll
That
have
is
to
an
find
orc.
out.
Now, I hate what I hunt. I respect its cunning. Should I not? I'd have been decimated, body and soul, long since. This is a sentiment I'm quite certain you must recognize. Let there be strength in cunning, yes, but also in numbers. The calculus of wizardry I offer you, the might of the magician's mastermind.
Oh boy.
On one condition, that on our joint travels we will never deal with demonic enemies.
I have to remember that.
no matter how tempting their propositions.
Yeah, I don't, but I want to deal with demons. I'm mischievous, remember?
Few spells.
Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things
Okay, here we go.
Hmm.
And you're sitting here thinking,
I'm genuinely thinking
do I
this
want to
out.
make a deal with the devil?
I do want to make a deal with the devil. I really like the ranger character. I've only spoken to her. I haven't actually used her in combat because I didn't play any this week.
Oh, granted, I'm already somewhat a ranger.
That's true, but I am I am a mage, and he is also a mage. So I'd basically be doubling down on one.
Unless we go get the rogue, which I don't think either of us really prefer.
No, I don't like him. I found him in my first game. I mean, I'm sure, like I said, he's a fine character. He just doesn't suit my playstyle.
Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things
I'm pretty sure that's not an orc, just because I could see the tail now.
Hmm.
Who placed this book here? A volume of
Yeah, I'm gonna have to decline.
I don't like to make
I wanna make
promises
deals
I
with the
may not be
devil.
able to keep, so I must decline your offer.
And I'm going to disagree, just to make things fun.
volume 2? But
I
where's
was inclined to agree with J. Ham, but it would appear my colleague and I are not of the same mind.
Oh, simple souls. Oh, doomed spirits. What tangled webs you'd weave. But I won't be a fly to be caught in them. Begone. Reflect. And if you should see the light, I will be here in the library. For now, you are not worthy of my devotion.
Wah, wah.
Well, that went well.
Why did you think that I was gonna like him? I thought he would be kind of like flamboyant or something. He's just kind of gruff. and-
Well, I can't remember that he was that much of a jerk.
Is there no new book to be discovered
Oh,
in this?
I'm talking to the green gal.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hold is yours to peruse and even take with you. All I can ask is that you return the books you borrow so that others may enjoy them too. I'm
Right.
Victoria,
Borrow.
Mayor Cecil. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Striking, is it? When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe, for I was found in a wicker basket floating past Sicile toward the sea.
Okay.
The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all.
Okay, so orcs do have tails in this game. That's interesting.
Cecil was among the gathered crowd, and he took pity on the exiled infant that chance had put in his way. He raised me like I was his own. This
That's a very elegant speaking orc.
taught me the
Indeed.
language of men, their customs, and their letters. Thus, I became the city's librarian, a position I uphold with no small diligence and pride.
Okay, let's see what you have to trade.
Promising.
I think this is a reference to Warcraft.
She has a copy of He Who Smelted. A basic premise on smelting iron from ore.
Oh, right. That's what it's about. Wink.
I know it by heart.
Ooh, healing potions are fucking expensive. But now we're able to
The lesser key
freely go into the.
nonsense.
Tojageta, friend.
Let's see. I just want to check her inventory myself.
By heart.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'm checking the bookcases to see if there's anything interesting.
Salacandras. What nonsense.
Hello.
The Encyclopedia Demonium. I know.
Okay, you have water magic, so I'll send that to you.
Sweet.
Yeah, before, yeah, that was stealing to check these bookcases.
Oh, my level's not high enough to learn it. What does my level have to be? Level
just
3.
hold on to it.
So yeah, I'm almost there.
Yeah.
What does this do? Slows enemies.
Cache d'Nor. The brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another
Is
fine.
there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Okay, let's see. Sheesh. What did you read?
Demonology for
The Adventurer's Field Guide, Volume 7.
Cache d'Nor.
more advanced.
The brief history of
No
sorcery
new
still
book
hasn't
to
been
be discovered
returned.
in this library.
Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
See, yeah, I'm just carefully looking around because there is some stealing items if you
Cache d'Nor.
click the wrong thing.
Still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to
Okay,
pay yet another fine.
Fun with friends.
The first edition too. Most promising.
Did you check all these bookshelves over here?
Yeah, all right. That's where I got that spell book for you.
Oh, okay.
The key of Sadaka.
Okay, so we're about to learn some recipes.
Excellent. I like recipes.
First edition too. Most
Oh,
promising.
Cecil's Genesis a play. It looks like it just updated our log with something.
Hasn't she?
Let's see. I'm not sure what it updated.
Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. Is there no new book to
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm looking at the log.
Yeah, should have done.
The brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet
A Source Hunter's Journey.
the less
Yeah, I should have update or
Sadakandras?
done a check all these so whenever something updates, you'll see it.
I know it by heart.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So I'll be able to tell in the future. I also filtered out complete.
Yeah.
the knight in see-through armor.
Okay.
This isn't the grimoire.
Superb dagger or superior dagger. Okay.
Be discovered in this library.
Wood chips.
Amazing. And read that. A brief history of Seal. And it is 4 pages. Very brief.
Isn't the grimoire I'm looking for.
He who smelt it. Chapter 1.
Discovered in this library.
Cache d'Nor. The brief history of sorcery
A pirate's life.
returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another
see.
fine.
The lesser key of
Okay. Oh, that updated the log.
the pseudo
With headless Nick.
and the first edition too. Promising.
Okay, so that's what it is.
What?
It's updating headless Nick. I'm not sure. I know where that quest starts, and that's going to be a pain to try to get with our characters.
Does have a propensity for all
Is there no new book to be discovered?
Fun with fluids.
Wink. Wink. So much wink.
And fun with friends.
Where's the third one?
Wink, wink.
Or it's fun with fluids as well. Fun with fluids, volumes 2 and volumes 4.
Is there no new book to be discovered in
Let's
this
see. Let's take a look at the recipes for potions because we just got a few new ones there. Oh, they all say potential. I guess my level's too low.
Yeah.
Volume 1.
demonology for dumbbells?
Let's see, what can I increase to
Thing more advanced.
just the straight up crafting ability? Next time I level up, though. Oh, wait, no, I have a point. Ha! Crafting. Done.
I was going to say, well, we should also see what we have
Grimoire I'm looking for.
on our people that we're going to pick up because you still have your person.
I know it by heart.
Assuming that you actually want someone.
I do. I want someone.
Okay, so I guess we're going to head over to Bear Daughter.
Yeah. Let's see, does this mean I can make these potions now? It does. Excellent.
Oh, just remember, you are getting a boost in your crafting from a trait.
Propensity for
No, I wasn't getting a boost in crafting from a trait. I'm
Are
getting a
you-
boosting in another skill.
From pragmatic?
Nope,
Demonology for dumbbells.
not in crafting.
Something more advanced.
I'm showing pragmatic has a pointing crafting there.
I'm getting a bonus in pickpocket for renegade, and that's the only. Oh, and I'm getting a bonus in willpower. for
Do you have
independent.
pragmatic romantic?
I'm looking for. Is there
Because you should.
book to be discovered in this library?
On mine, it's at the very top.
I am not either pragmatic or romantic. I'm in the middle.
That's weird. I have a trait score of 2 in that.
Weird.
Very.
Everyone will have to pay yet another fine.
I don't know. We've disagreed, and I've argued with
Yeah.
you a couple of times. That might be why my points are.
Yeah. So, I'm actually have a point in crafting that you don't.
Right.
Sometimes I think
But I invested my point in crafting. I said I wanted
Yeah.
to be the crafter.
Something more
Yeah, and if I lose that pragmatic, you know, it
demon.
does hurt that. So I'm just gonna shove all these books in a backpack for now.
Urak. Mayhem.
All right. Where did you go?
I went outside.
Okay. There you are.
Okay, let's see. Oh. Alright, we need to go this way.
What are we going to do now?
Imagine you want to get Bear Daughter. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's over here. Yeah, she's over here. So, I'll let you talk to her.
See, she's over here in this cage thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're coming this way too.
Yeah, I'll let you lead this and I'll join in.
It's infected to you. Ice blue eyes, narrow beneath a heavy brow, streaked with sweat.
Yeah, I'm
and
oh, there you are.
Her hands tense into claws, held at the
Okay.
Her brow knits together, but something in her pose relaxes. She clears her throat.
Okay.
Bear daughter! I have not come here to find trouble with the Screech woman. She only me. And you are a source hunter. I have heard many tales of your order. Your history is long and honorable.
I wouldn't say.
I think you had to
honorable.
talk to the guards, but we'll go with this first.
This woman here, the one who now plots her revenge, she crept behind me while I was hunting, and I only defended myself. I would not hurt an innocent soul. But soon their swords were upon me, and they forced me into this cage meant for dogs. Mother would rip the fur from her chest if she could see how they keep me.
Okay, yeah, I guess I have to talk to the guards because that's all I can talk to her about.
Okay.
Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Toe. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
Damn right.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what. And she startled like a wild cat and lunged right at
You know,
me.
honestly, I don't blame her for that. If I was like really focused on doing something and somebody scared
Yeah.
the bejesus out of me,
Yeah, I like the scar on her portrait, even though it doesn't show up on her model.
yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice little detail.
Yeah, I wish it was on the model as well, but that would require a unique model for just this
There's
one
not another
character.
legionnaire in the
Yeah.
cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
And that's not a customizable spot.
She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can we?
Why can't you?
Not with that attitude.
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy if we can trust her to watch our backs.
I'm very tempted to go with the second one. That's a mighty big if. We can't have one of our team wandering off into the wilds when we need her to be watching our backs, but I do agree that...
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation.
Indeed.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all.
Like she's a lost puppy.
Believe me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her.
Sounds good to me.
Do you happen to have a spare bow? Because if I remember correctly, she doesn't spawn with a weapon.
we'll see what she has first.
All right.
Oh, and we have a talking thing with her as well.
Yeah, I'm in her inventory though.
All right.
She's got a backpack. What's in here? Nothing. She does not have a weapon equipped, but she has several special arrows and a couple of health potions.
Yeah, I guess this means now I gotta share arrows as well. I got the Source Hunter's bow still, because I upgraded that.
Yeah, that's fine. It'll be a start.
Yeah, I guess I was being... well, I guess I just want to be greedy and not have to share all the special arrows. Let me know
Well,
when
I
you
can
start
craft.
talking.
I can craft arrows though. They're covered under the normal crafting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, do you have to craft a standard arrow to fire normal
No.
shots?
No,
Okay.
standard arrows are infinite. It's the special ability arrows, which I've been kind of hoarding for some more of the interesting fights that I know about, and for the ones I definitely don't know about.
There we go.
Waiting for you to start talking.
Yeah, I was like, why can't I right click and talk to her, or even left click? And I was like, oh, I have her selected. All right, I'm talking.
I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was engaged one moment and married the next by our kind. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little.
And don't show up for scheduled meetings.
There are no guarantees.
Honey badgers don't care. Honey badgers don't come to meetings. Honey badgers don't show up for podcasts. What? That's
Honey
right, I went
badgers
there.
go to Japan and fucking disappear. Oh, we have a discussion. I'm seeing what you picked. Let's see, what's my choices? Uniquely human? I wouldn't go so far. The savagery of humans is no better than the basis of beast. I'm tempted to pick that one just because, you know, playing the kind of the bad cop there. You know, someone that's seen too much shit.
Yeah, someone that's cynical.
Sorry, sir. It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I am glad that now I have you standing beside me, even if one burns hot while the other wheezes cold. Perhaps in time I will come to know my own kind as you have. And perhaps then I will decide for myself whether ours is a noble kind.
I wouldn't say that much, but yeah. Really depends on who you vote for these days.
Oh.
Okay, so now we have our foursome.
Bow chicka wow wow.
Oh, well, right here was her bow.
Oh.
Doink. Just to see where it is. Her bow is actually better than mine, but it AP cost is a lot higher just because of level difference. So I'll drop it in her inventory.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and get that. I completely missed it.
I dropped it in her inventory.
No, I mean in my single player. When I go back to it, completely
Yeah,
missed it.
and it wasn't even stealing. You know, it's her items.
Okay, I equipped it on her.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, I held on to the dagger though. So, do we want to go do a quest that I know about or explore?
Let's do a quest.
Okay, so we need to head back over towards the bar. And I should be moving. I kind of moved across the map. Yeah, I'm on the move.
Yeah, I'm following you.
I think you'll find this interesting. This is something that you definitely wouldn't know about. I can't remember how to do it all the way, but that's part of the fun of it, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And plus, I also need to go back to the mayor or to the town hall before too long. Anyway, okay, ready to talk to our quest giver?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it the cat?
Yes, it's the cat.
All right, I'm listening.
I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in. Been the king crab's foremost patron ever since. A magnificent ship she was. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. Right beneath the lighthouse. Not very apt a name for that building, I must say, for no light was shining from it. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than a fish's funeral parlor.
I love the humor in this game.
Yeah.
So I was. What friends I had. They drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. And there I was, all alone. Not that I have it bad here, mind you.
Uh-oh.
Milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the village girls holds me tight, I purr up a storm. But I do long for a companion of my own kind, and in that regard, there is no one.
Okay. Okay.
Maxine, the mayor's darling pet.
Oh boy.
So fair a feline. The grace of her whiskers, the subtle palette of dyes in her sable coat. She's one of a kind, that cat.
Yeah, you could say that.
She likes me. I know she does. But when I declare my love, she runs away. I need a bucket of water for my efforts. For some reason, she is not to be swayed.
Yes, we're playing matchmaker.
By all means.
And let's go ahead and see what else is in the area.
People
Okay.
fuss about them because they endanger the lands around the city. They never bother me when I'm out for my monthly walk, though.
Monthly?
Monthly.
I just test them. I mean, they're so unnatural, aren't they? Cats can have 9 lives, but humans are only entitled to 1. Oh, don't mention orcs to me. Worse than dogs, that lot. Sank Walrus Willie's boat right from under him. Best anchovy fisher in the world he was. A loss to us all.
Indeed.
So we have a new quest. I think, look at the quest log.
Kitty love.
Yep. So we'll go talk to Maxine, and I do want to do some shopping as well.
I feel like Kitty Love is a porn star's name. I almost said a bad porn star's name, but it's probably a
Is there
pretty
such a
common porn
thing?
star's name.
Is there such a thing as a bad porn star's name?
Yes.
Anyway, I'll talk to Maxine.
Where is she? Oh, she's over here. Me. Listen in. There we go.
I love this.
Oh,
Excuse me.
He's a darling old Tom, isn't he? Paws over tails in love with me, and who can blame him? The feelings, well, it's rather mutual, actually. But that pet of a puss simply doesn't have a penny to his name.
Uh-oh. Wait, what's a cat supposed to do with money?
At the risk of
That's a
sounding
good
shallow
question.
as a spaniel, I can't but admit my love does not come unconditionally. What if we were to have kittens? They'd well starve, wouldn't they? With an alley cat for a papa?
They jolly well starve.
Oh dear Sam, he's such a good old bean. But he does rather reside at the bottom of the scratching pole, doesn't he? And dear me, one must have at least a mite of standards.
See why I love having Pet Pal?
No, this is amazing.
Okay.
So what? Do we go back and talk to the other cat?
Yeah, which I want to go upstairs and do a little bit of shopping first.
Okay.
Well, I'm thinking of it. Let's see.
A little bit of shopping with the librarian?
Well, I'm looking around first.
Get a friend.
You can buy his resurrect skull, so I am going to do that. The guy that we turned down.
Yeah.
And you can buy his backpack as well. But yeah, I'm more with that resurrect scroll. There should be a shop or someone here to get geomancy books, but I'm not sure who.
Yeah, she doesn't have any geomancy books. She's just got some blank scrolls.
May have to go looking online. I'll talk to. Oh. Yeah, and you don't have it. So, take my leave.
I'm gonna check out Bear's skills and stuff while you're doing this.
Yeah. Okay, I don't see the geomancy. No. I don't remember where the geomancy now is. It's in the Legion headquarters. So I'll head over there and wait for you. So
what is?
I don't trigger anything.
Okay. What is tenebrium?
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at Bear's skills, and she's got 1 skill point in tenebrium.
If
It's
you
a
want,
weapon.
Assign her to me for a moment so I can take a look at it.
Okay. She's also got 2 points in Lore Master. She's got stench.
So in other words, we do not use her to talk to anyone.
No,
Got
she
it.
should never talk to anyone except me because I think that she's cute.
Poor Katie.
Where did you say you were going? Oh, never mind. I see your little thing on the map.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just checking crates that aren't, marked as stealing.
I need to get a knife. There's some crafting stuff that requires a knife.
There you go.
Oh, thanks.
That should count as a knife.
Yeah, I discovered that on my single player. It's like, you require any type of knife to make this. There's
Okay, I'm
there's a
heading to the
quest
Legion
in here,
headquarters.
too.
Oh!
With the chicken.
Yeah. And I'm talking to the chicken. Can you trigger it? Or
Yeah, I'm
listen in?
listening. I'm listening.
Oh. Okay, now should I be mean or... the question is, can we fight over this?
Well, let's see what you pick. I already know what I'm going to say regardless of what you say.
Isn't it a chicken's destiny to be eaten? We should catch it and give it back to the cook.
True story indeed. Perhaps we too can have a bite later.
Oh. And we could grab some meat for free. And we could talk to the cook.
I'm listening.
Let's have that bird then, shall we? Our troops are mighty hungry.
And ooh, he has a couple spell scrolls, a fire shield, and a frost shield. Okay, I'm gonna head upstairs.
Ooh, there's a basement.
Well, I went upstairs first.
Oh, look at all of the food items, and there's pigs down here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, there's a guy down here. Oh, wait, no, never mind. That's Bear. Gotta get used to having a companion.
Ooh, the merchant here has a lot of shit.
Sweet. I'll come check out the merchant after I'm done looting.
Granted, not what I'm looking for, though. But empty grenades, empty potion bottles. Like a more general merchant, but not what I'm looking for here.
I wonder if I should kill these pigs. Nah, I'll leave them. There might be some weird unintended consequences.
You're stealing from the cook, aren't you?
Yep.
I could have sworn that the geomancy merchant was nearby.
Ooh, there's a portrait of a pig. It's not a very good-looking portrait. Whoops, I already checked that sack.
Okay, let's talk to you. Oh, I may have triggered some dialogue here.
Okay, you
So,
said you were upstairs in this
well,
building?
I'm outside now.
Okay. I will come right out.
I'm gonna have to go look up where the fuck the geomancy is because they may have moved it.
I just finished looting, so I'm heading up. Or I was heading out anyways. Alright, outside.
Yeah, I'm outside talking to the person at the desk.
Alright, I'm listening.
I know you're probably knee-deep in that awful murder investigation. Truth be told, Legion could use
Oh, quest time.
Not really knee-deep in the investigation.
Oh, we have an investigation, that's right.
Knee-deep in looting everything that's not nailed down.
And I'm afraid I must admit they've met with very little success.
Lieutenant Selenia at your service.
Very British. Lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
But rest assured, I am a lot more kindly inclined towards source hunters than he is. Now, I certainly don't mind a bit of healthy competition and even rivalry between our orders. But I, for one, have no intention of looking a gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah.
That is exactly what your presence in Sicil is, source hunter. A gift and a blessing.
Well, if you say so.
Such as yourself.
As long as you have everything nailed down.
Yeah. In the locked boxes.
I shall be very glad to share what information I
Okay.
can give you. It's very sweet of you that you are trying to get these men a job, but I'm afraid they're not Legion material. Sure, they can tie a knot and blow a whistle like the best of them, but even with a sword in their hands, they wouldn't stand a
Don't worry, I
chance.
know where to actually help them.
And I don't want any more
Okay.
blood on my hands.
Actually, let's see her inventory. Bowls. They have, she has a really good resistance ring, but it's 500 gold, and I don't want to drop that just yet. She has a water balloon. And a couple of specialty arrows, but I already have a few of those, so I'm not terribly worried about that. Okay.
If ever we want to be victorious in Sicil, we have to track down the route.
Okay, here we go. Quest time.
Under the Pact
Woo.
of Volunteers, 3 expeditions were
Is it a
launched
quest that involves
just
killing?
Of course.
Excellent.
Participants have returned. 3 landmarks were chosen for further investigation. The lighthouse, the burial mounds, and the old church. Places fraught with danger all. There's a lighthouse to the west, up on the bluffs, overlooking the sea. No
Is there always a girl there as well? Yeah, there's always a girl in the lighthouse.
The locals say it's haunted, and half a dozen legionnaires have gone to find out whether or not those are mere tall tales.
Oh, yeah. I remember the lighthouse. That's fun. In the Dwarf Fortress sense of the word.
There are ancient
I'm assuming we're under-leveled for that.
Yeah.
As good a place as any to start looking for necromancers, wouldn't you say? A local archaeologist offered to tag along with the men. Here's hoping his knowledge on the subject may prove to be of use to them. There's a church to the northeast of here, built atop the very place where...
Why does everybody always want me to go to church?
Because you're a sinner, Rage.
Church of the 7 instead.
Oh,
You need
fuck.
to find Jesus.
Victory of the gods over evil sorcerers.
I thought we were building a wall to keep Jesus out.
No, that's Jesus.
Mumbo jumbo, if you
Ah.
ask me. But when the dead rose, that is when they were first spotted. Hence the expedition. So I did. The Pact of Volunteers. Many Legionnaires will do whatever it takes to go home, which is why I personally sign their transfer orders the moment they make it back from a mission behind enemy lines. The chances of survival during these sorties are only about 1 in 10, you see. So my soldiers are free to volunteer, and if they are successful, they just bought themselves a boat ride home.
Well, that sounds fun. So we have a few new quests,
Excellent.
a few expeditions, and we have Kitty Love updated. So we need to go talk to Sam again.
Yep. I need to...
Yeah, I'm heading off to talk to Sam. Well, as soon as I
Interesting.
find... Okay, there it is.
Alright, I'm...
Oh,
Excuse me. Slightly behind you, but I will be right there. Unless you're
Alright.
going somewhere else that's not to talk to Sam now.
I'm heading directly to Sam.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of just scroll the map and click. So I'm waiting in front of Sam.
I'm walking into the tavern now.
All right.
I'm
It does
here.
slow things down a little bit, but oh well. Okay.
So there's the rub. I am but a stray, and she is the mayor's cat. Oh, I do understand her, I do. She wants a Tom of means, not privation. One who brings home the sardines and the occasional halibut.
Dude, if you need fish, I got a lot.
Such a
Aw.
marvelous, as bejeweled as the night sky with precious stones, said to have once been worn by a far-off Maharaja's best hunting cheater.
That would have been a very small cheetah if it could fit a tomcat like him.
Yeah, did he also say cheater instead of
Yeah.
cheetah? Okay.
I'm guessing British pronunciation?
Maybe.
Oh, because this is a European development team.
Yeah.
Which I realized, British, European, not exactly the same these days.
Like the king of all cats, I looked when I wore it. A gift bestowed upon me by a princess whom I had kept company during a long but perilous voyage. A precious band of gemstones, lost as I was tossed around by the waves like a ball in a game of catch.
Do we get to go fishing?
Among the waves it remains, I imagine. Won perhaps by a crab who fancies himself a Caesar with it.
Okay, so we're going to have to go find that eventually.
The Caesar again, and Maxine my Caesarina.
Oh my.
Wink.
So that's our quest.
Kitty
If I
live.
recall, yeah. If I recall correctly, we do eventually find it just wandering around. I mean, if it comes down, how do we want to play eventually just looking things up if we, have quests left undone?
I think if we're trying to like wipe out our quest board for an area or something so we can move on, I think it's okay if we look stuff up to speed it along.
Yeah.
All right. So what's
Yeah, I'm
next
just-
on our agenda?
Well, I'm looking around for the geomancy trader still.
Did you check down in the market with the regular traders?
I'm checking upstairs in Esmeralda's shop, and oh, that's right. Do you want to be sneaky and come up here?
Sure.
Pick the. Oh, or hang on. Can we just? Hold on to that for me.
Okay. Okay.
And I actually have a purpose for that, by the way. I'm not just being a pervert.
Look at all these precious gems I'm just stealing.
Yeah, glass rubies. Meanwhile, I'm just going to steal the painting off the wall.
Oh, look, a key.
Yeah, hold on to that.
I'm gonna take this candlestick too, or candelabra.
But yeah, that what we needed actually were the panties.
Okay. I'm assuming we have to give them to someone for some reason.
Yep.
Did this turn into an anime?
You'll see. Okay, I'm gonna head down to the market and see if we just overlooked the geomancy.
Okie dokie.
Because that is air and water.
I'm gonna do some crafting while I wait. Need to fill up all the water bottles I used earlier. Check and see if I have any arrow components.
Oh, I may have triggered another quest dialogue.
Oh, those are. Oh, no wonder those are full bottles of water.
I went
Where
into in the House of Healing and clicked there. I didn't go into the back room though. I know that's a quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was going in the front area just to see if there's what I'm looking for there. And this guy does have a ton of potions.
All right, I'm listening.
Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you?
Wait, what are you saying?
By nearly 20
I think he's saying you're not fat. More petite
Oh no, that sounds
would be less
that's
fat.
Yeah, but that sounds like a backhanded compliment. You're more petite.
Yeah.
No matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the order sent the individual. Me?
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I've skipped a few dialogues by accident.
Surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps
I'm using the new mouse to the side buttons on it, trying to get used to it.
It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of Cicuta Douglasi on the tongue.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late. Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She has learned the best after all.
Okay, let's just click out of that then. Unless you want any of those.
Does he
don't
have
think
work
he
for the sailors?
No.
Oh, well then nah, just
I'm
back
pretty
out.
sure not, at least. Matter of fact, well, we could check.
So, which of you is more
Talk to him again.
I'm listening.
Sorry, but there isn't much work for sailors in a house of
Okay.
Okay.
unless one of them happens.
I am gonna check and see what he has for sale, but I'm not gonna. He's got another resurrect scroll. I'll buy that, or maybe trade him some stuff.
Yeah, but the geomancy is not here. It's just air and water.
What else does he have? Potions of all kinds. True Dane. Yeah, I'll check that out.
Oh, I think I found the person that gives the sailors their job. I'm pretty sure this is her.
Okay, let me finish. There we go.
But I was more also wanting to just check inventories around here.
Any takers? Come on, you chicken.
Behind you. I'm right here. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see you. I'm listening.
If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Ogget, the finest in me herd.
Ogget?
Sorry, can't help you there. Haven't got enough
I know it's in the market here, so.
Yes. Oh, Ogget's been missing for more than a fortnight.
Now we're gonna learn about
I love that
Ogget.
sheep, you know.
Ogget?
Was planning to cook her into a fine midwinter night haggis myself.
Maybe she just ran away. Did you think of that, lady?
I plan on pursuing whoever stole her with my cleaver in hand. Oh, recently sold most of the tender loves to a trader heading north. Plenty of business that way these days. Those miners must be preparing for a mighty great feast. Wish I could have a nibble on my dear darlings, all ground and spiced.
Well, at least she's not attached, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to learn about her or just get going?
I don't care about her.
It was more picking up that one quest.
Yeah.
Little Berta lost her sheep.
Freezing, silver, poison.
Let's see.
Get to the point.
Oh, no, here's where we get the sailor. Right here.
Okay, I'm buying a few arrowheads to make some special arrows.
Are you
no
going to share?
memento, por favor. I'll share.
But talk to Captain Jack.
Captain Jack. Like Captain Jack Sparrow.
Actually, I was thinking more of the Doctor Who Captain Jack. They'll fuck anything. You know, there was a segment in an old podcast that I used to listen to that had a face-off between Captain Jack Sparrow and Captain Jack from Doctor Who.
No.
Yeah, they called it the Captain Jack Off.
Ah.
All right, all set? Because I thought I saw you move.
No, I just wrapped that transaction. Where are?
Just north
Oh,
of you.
here. I see. I got it.
Some poor chaps lost their ship and want some work. Just send them to me and tell them there's a bit of coin and a lot of rum coming their way. They don't mind a bit of honest labor.
So there's our quest update. So we just gotta go back to those three, and we'll wrap that. Use that to wrap things up.
Okay.
You know, we'll head down there in just a minute or two. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna look around a little bit more because I know that fucking geomancy is around here somewhere. Should we talk to the mayor first, then head down for the to the dock, and I'll look up the geomancy trader in between episodes.
Yeah.
Because
that'll give me a chance to go to the bathroom. Overshare listeners, I know.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a lot more I could tell, but I won't.
Oh my.
All right, I'm in here. Listening.
Yeah, we got a lot of topics with him.
Yeah.
I'll take a look at his inventory real quick.
We should probably plan our next moves too in between.
Yeah.
We got a lot of quests we can tackle.
Let's see. Well, we got a lot of topics here to tackle as well. We don't have to worry about work though. I want to hear about Victoria, honestly.
I really want to hear about her too, yeah.
My dear girl, my darling adopted daughter, my pride and joy.
Oh my.
I introduced her to my library when she was a girl. She quickly proved that the preconceptions we humans hold of orcs as savage beasts are patently false. If you're looking for something special, just ask. She knows every book by heart. A smart little cookie.
That's actually really adorable. I want to give him
yeah.
a hug now.
Okay,
That depends. What kind of berries are you interested in exactly?
remember he said his ears aren't that great?
Yeah.
Ah, the library. Yes, yes. You must have a visit. It's the gem of Sicil. Would you like to have a look? Marvelous. Follow.
Oh, didn't mean to have him quit out, but this may be interesting.
Alright, I'm listening.
My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine.
Except geomancy books, it seems.
Yeah, you don't need those.
A brilliant brain. Yes. Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth. It brings a tear to my eye just seeing her here among her beloved books. What? Oh, yes, yes. Back downstairs now. Please introduce yourself I know Victoria will be happy to make your acquaintance.
I like how we were all like bunched up right there in the
Yeah.
corner. No one really facing him.
Okay, let's wait for him to become. There we go.
All right.
All right, let's talk about the issues in Psyceel.
Yep.
What? Oh, you mean Psyceel? Very
Wait, what did you think I said?
indeed. As though the death of Jake, and by source magic no less, weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect
He said caboodle.
sticking its tendrils into the
He's adorable.
seven-fearing folks of Psyceel. And
No wonder he gets
keep him.
voted, huh?
while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention.
Really?
It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought. A weapon called the Staff of Pergamon.
You
yes,
now have my attention.
yes.
What of what now? Oh, you're speaking gibberish. The Staff of Pergamon. Yes, yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat atypical to a government official.
And I know my partner here is now drooling.
Cecil proved
Indeed.
an old fool, though.
Down, girl.
For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me.
I could retrieve it for
The
myself.
staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know
An ore for war, you say?
to be forbidden, but I was
An ore
desperate
for
to do something
war.
to aid the townsfolk against the undead. His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Psyceel harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help.
Well, we're going to be heading to the harbor anyway.
Yep, so we can talk to him while we're down there.
Jake, murdered? Oh, yes. Myself. The Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a
Oh,
bit
my.
suggestive. But I've never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure. An all right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole
Bloke.
town knows the only goal of his business trips to Psyceel is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Thompson. Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed. If you really don't know, I'd be honest if I didn't at least explain.
Oh, I love him.
Oh,
Okay, we may keep him. But
good.
it'll be your responsibility. You have to clean up after him.
That's fine. I'll feed him and clean up after him and take him for walks.
And pet him and love him and call him George.
Adorable old man walks.
You see, oh, this is nonsense. I'm the the seventh saint. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the mermaids and the bees and the princesses and the siege by orcs, undead, and cultists.
This is why I love the enhanced edition. Because the voice acting made that even better.
Yeah.
What? The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years, those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated this city. With all but one trade route overrun, Sicil's once torrential commerce has slowed to a pathetic trickle.
Okay, let's... I think I know what I want to talk about now.
Maxine? What in heaven's name are you? Oh, you mean the mongrel that's always skulking about?
Mongrel?
I spent months trying to teach that worthless hound how to fetch. Man's best friend, my eye.
Okay, now I'm going to keep him.
I've always been more fond of cats.
That's hilarious.
Okay, it turns out he's not just half deaf, it seems. I think we have to go through all this stuff now. Let's see, we've done the library and we've done Victoria. Oh my. And let's see.
No, all my clothes are in fine condition.
And we've talked to him about himself, right?
Did we?
My elf? What? Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Sicil, and husband of the stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Sicil through these difficult times. Yes, very.
Okay, I think we've wrapped up him.
Yeah.
Well, favorite character so far.
Indeed.
And we got a new log entry.
Yep, so are we headed down to the docks now?
And I guess you ran off before you heard Medora say, I do it about the mayor. Oh. So let's go ahead and start doing our ending spiel while we run down here. Where can they find you on the interwebs?
Well, you can find me on the interwebs on YouTube, if you're not watching this on my YouTube channel already.
Yeah, because you've been releasing these fucking early.
Just like one day before you.
Actually, 2 days. It's a little annoying, actually.
No. I didn't. Am I being scolded?
A little bit.
Whoopsie. Well, anyways, if you are not watching this on my YouTube channel, you can do so by searching for Gaming Psychologist. If you want to follow me on Twitter, where I tweet about all the random things in the world, you can do so at JMA4707. And if you want to watch me stream games, which if you're watching this and I continue to do these in a timely fashion, the next few weeks will be weird. But after that, I'll go back to normal with the regular Wednesday, Friday streams. You can watch them at twitch.tv/jarthur4707. Or 4707. The weirdness is just because of the holidays. What about you, buddy?
And if you're on my channel, well, if you're not on my channel, I should say, you can go find me over at Gaming with Caffeine Rage, where I have 3 Let's Play series going on, including this one. The Sunday Sampler, which is a little bit of random stuff, and of course, the podcast that shows up on Fridays at noon. And I'm on the wrong dock, aren't I?
Indeed.
That's what I get for clicking whenever there's no NPCs around.
Yeah.
Because, scrolling too far, you don't see the NPCs. And if you wish to catch me on Twitter, you could do so over at Gaming with CR, where I also talk about random things. I'm not as vocal as Jared, but maybe that's a good thing.
Probably is a good thing. All right, does that mean it's time for me to say?
No, we still have a little bit of dialogue to go through.
Oh no, you're right, because we were going to talk to those guys.
Yeah, that was filler.
Oh, that was filler, so we could get down here to talk to those guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I'm talking to the
let me find.
Guys.
There we go. I'm listening.
All right.
So there's a captain offering booze and bros.
Oh, good. We can talk to each other.
Gods be praised. You've done it.
Well, that was easy.
Do seems to fortify your abilities.
Did we level up and we're...
Yes, we did level up as well. Well, we'll do that at the beginning of the next episode. It'll give us time to look.
Okay.
Alright. Now let's see. Do I wish to be conceited or say that you inspired me?
Honestly, either one would probably be understandable.
Well, considering the Let's Play so far,
It's easy enough to gain real strength when one is carrying an entire team on one's shoulders.
Team hardly enjoys being confused with your massive wobbling head.
Oh. Well, that was cute.
yeah, I think that was triggering off the level up and not, just helping those guys. Anyway, we have a little bit more dialogue over here, and then we're done. Talking to Conrad, I believe.
All right, I'm listening again.
Aye, that's no worse than a rooster. You ought to know I better keep quiet. Well, if you know about the staff, I suppose you also know it's gone without a trace. For my part, I haven't a clue where it could have gone. Overboard, stolen, or vanished into thin air. Though I'm quite eager to see her return, I've got a reputation to uphold, you know.
Oh my.
He's nowhere near as funny.
I tried myself, but sailors tend to be a bit tight-lipped when they're afraid of getting one another in some trouble. Seaman's code, not to rat out a fellow sailor.
Rat out, you say? That gives me an idea.
Oh, let me guess, you're gonna find a rat and talk to it next episode.
Probably. Okay, and I think that now wraps us up.
All right. Well, then that means it's time for me to say bye-bye now.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.